We're going to look at how you create a new document in Affinity Photo. Now, with Affinity Photo, you often start by opening an existing image or a RAW file, but there are scenarios where you would start with a blank document. You might be doing some compositing or print work, for example. So to create a new document, we can go to File and New, and this brings up the New Document dialog. Now you can see here that we have various presets to choose from, separated into categories like print and device-specific presets, and we have more general screen resolution presets under the web category here. On the right-hand side, we can set our width and height, and these work in tandem with the document units here, and also the DPI value if we are using a physical measurement like inches, for example. The color options down here are also quite important as they allow us to work in different color models, bit depths, and color profiles. If you're relatively new to image editing and you're not sure what the differences are between these options, just stick with RGB8 and an sRGB color profile. Now we can create our own presets. For example, I'm going to start with the QFHD preset here as my base, and then I'm going to change a few of these settings on the right hand side. So first I want this document to have a 5K 16:9 resolution. So I will change width to 5120 and I'll change height to 2880. I also want to work in 16-bit precision, as I might be working with gradients and flat areas of similar colour, and greater precision will help avoid banding here. Finally, I'll change the colour profile to ROM RGB. This is essentially a version of ProPhoto RGB that ships with Affinity Photo, and it offers a wider colour space than sRGB. ROM RGB will allow colours to reach a greater intensity, so I want to edit my document with this wider colour space, and then I'll convert it to sRGB when I export at the end of my editing process. With all of these changes made, I can click the plus icon here, and it adds my preset into the My Presets category. I can right-click it and choose to rename it here, so I will call it 5K 16-bit wide color and click OK. Finally, to create a new document based off this preset, I can select it and then click Create down here. And now we have a blank document to work from. Let's look at template support now. Templates are saved as .af template files and can be used across all Affinity apps. So for example, you could create a template in Affinity Publisher using its unique features like picture frames and open it in Affinity Photo. We'll create a template from this new document by going to File and Export as Template here. Now I've got a folder on my desktop called Templates, and as you can see, I've got some other template files I've created in here as well. So let's just save this again as 5K 16-bit wide color and then click Save. So we've now exported our blank document as a template. Let's close it down. So we'll go to File and Close, and then let's go to File and New to see how we can install these templates. So on the New Document dialog, we will move across to the Templates option here, and down here we want to choose Add Folder. So let's just navigate to that Templates folder here, and we will just choose this folder like so. So we now have a populated template list here. I created these in Affinity Publisher using picture frames so that I could easily drop replacement images in, like with this triptych here. So to load a template, we just click to select it and then choose Create here. And as I just mentioned with the picture frames, if we move across to the Layers panel, you can see the picture frames here, and I can just drop new imagery in very quickly. So there we go. That is how to create a new document in Affinity Photo and also export, install and use template files.